Frameshift drive charging.
Dredger clan visits the Golconda. The Artificers clan Dredger has entered the Upanaklis system, where the generation ship Golconda currently resides. The Golconda, when it was discovered in 3305, was still inhabited with the descendants of its original crew who left Sol in the 22nd century. They accepted the Federation's help to abandon the ancient generation ship and resettle on the Forester's Choice outpost, where their unique culture would remain undisturbed. The Artificers clan is a nomadic community living aboard a Dredger-class bulk cruiser, an old design that refuels by scooping raw materials and salvage. Little is known about this particular tribe, which rarely enters inhabited systems. The Dredger's arrival was initially reported by independent pilots. Commander Javi Alvarado gave a statement to Vox Galactica. I regularly make trade runs to Forester's Choice. I've made a few friends there, but the Golcondans are still very cautious with outsiders. This rush to bulk by their Abhavietsi for Rackham's party has caught them by surprise. Anyway, when the Artificers first appeared, the Golcondans asked me to find out what they wanted. I flew out to the Dredger, but most of my hails got no reply. Only once did I get a burst of some rapid, densely verbose language. From what I could make out, they seemed to be interested in the Golconda itself, but they didn't explain further. Salvation triggers superweapon victory. Pilots Federation alert. The invading Allied forces in the DDO, Novus and Sosok systems have been completely repelled by Salvation. Vox Galactica journalist Jade Sanderlin published this account. We've received confirmation from Commodore Morak Halloran that 3 anti-Xeno superweapons were activated in DDO.
Docking request granted.
Novus and Sosok. This caused the Thargoid fleets in all 3 systems to repeatedly withdraw withdraw into hyperspace. It seems that the Thargoids have no defense against the Guardian-derived...
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged. Incoming message. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Superweapon, which generates an electromagnetic pulse to disrupt their biomechanical technology. Allied, Federal and Imperial task forces have been keeping the Thargoids at bay for the last 2 weeks. Admiral Ziegler, Price and Atherton sent messages of congratulation to Salvation, who seems set to receive additional resources to
Fuel scooping.
improve superweapon production. For better or worse, it appears Salvation now plays a
Fuel
crucial
scooping complete.
role in humanity's war against the Thargoids. The superpowers also offered rewards to independent pilots for contributing to the system's defense.
Frameshift drive charging.
Commanders can redeem Thargoid combat bonds at Plymouth Howl in the Changi system, Nussel Involid Settlement in the Zolota system, and Sturkau Orbital in the Lshima system.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thargoid Research Project Phase 1 completed. Pilots Federation alert. Professor Ishmael Palin has received multiple shipments of Thargoid meta-alloys for xenological studies.
Incoming mission critical message.
In Able Laboratory, his workshop in the ARC system, Professor Palin made the following announcement. I am deeply grateful to all those who collected meta-alloys from Barnacle sites. Analyzing these samples will help us learn more about the biomechanical technology currently employed by the Thargoid fleets. I am planning the second phase of this project, which has the combined assistance of the Alliance, Empire and Federation. Despite the horror of the recent attacks, we must seize every chance to increase our scientific knowledge. Professor Palin has authorized payment for all pilots who took part in the initiative. This includes awarding Class 4A, 5A and 6A corrosion-resistant cargo racks to those who made the greatest contributions. The rewards can be collected at the Starport James Sneddon in the Morton Mart system. In addition, the Federal Reclamation Company will continue to
Fuel scooping complete.
offer high prices for Thargoid tissue samples sold via the station's market. Supply rare goods for Rackham's celebration. Pilots Federation alert. The entrepreneur Zachary Rackham has asked for deliveries of rare items to Edmondson High in the Beta Hydri system. At a press conference on the planet Homeland, Mr. Rackham announced, "It's not every day that a humble businessman like me celebrates becoming a trillionaire. So I'm holding a week-long party in the upper floors of Rackham's Spire. To make sure my guests are entertained, I'll need to keep my stocks of Apavietzi from the Panaclis, Duration Goose beer from Gerris, Pantar Prayer sticks from George Pantazes, Yushin tree grubs from Usar, and Nduligar fireworks from Nduligar High throughout the entire week. I've also arranged for pilots to receive temporary permits to the Beta Hydri system, which will last until the 2nd of June. Anything to make life easier for my trader friends." Mr. Rackham faced criticism for hosting a celebration at a time when so many have died in recent Thargoid attacks. In response, he claimed he had a duty to boost public morale by filling the news with happier stories. Financial reporter Brianna Blanco commented in the Federal Times, "The guest list for this party includes politicians, media magnates, publicity gurus, and many others who would prove useful if you were running a presidential campaign. Should Rackham get enough of them on his side, presumably by sparing no expense on their comfort and entertainment, I think he'll officially set his sights on the Federation's top job." Archon Delane faces pirate rebellion. A power struggle is raging within the Kumo crew following a coordinated effort to overthrow the Syndicate's leader, Archon Delane. The Pegasus Sentinel newsfeed delivered this exclusive report. What at first seemed to be merely another attempt to assassinate Delane turned out to be a far greater threat. Simultaneous attacks across the organization revealed that this was actually the first strike in a full-blown coup. The rebellion is being led by Arch-Corsair Vidar Trask, a senior member of the Kumo Council. He has declared that the Syndicate is stagnating under Delane's tired brand of barbarism, and that new leadership will bring greater glories and riches. Fierce combat has ignited in the Kumo crew's key areas as both sides battle for resources. Trask's loyalists are being aided by a motley collection of pirate gangs, as well as thousands of unidentified fighters, suggesting that he has hired mercenaries to bolster his forces.
Orbital flight engaged.
Archon Delane, whose guards barely managed to shield him from the assassins, has ordered that the insurrection must be stamped out at any cost. He also vowed an explicitly violent revenge upon Vidar Trask, who has been one of his closest aides for many years. Rackham achieves trillionaire status. The personal fortune of entrepreneur Zachary Rackham has now surpassed 1 trillion credits due to a new corporate acquisition. A report in the Tau Cetai Journal highlighted the achievement. Rackham Capital Investments now officially owns the company Kedanor Spaceframes Limited, which constructs Orbis starports. The business deal had been in the pipeline for years with little sign of progress, but was unexpectedly agreed by both parties in the last few days. Susanna Haynes, CEO of the now renamed Rackham Spaceframes, welcomed the arrangement. She remarked that improved financial stability can only benefit our efficiency at manufacturing orbital habitats. Analysts estimate that the total value of Mr. Rackham's estate is...
Lakon Charlie Alpha Sierra. This is the Imperial Flight Operations Bureau. Please approach the starport and request docking access.
Now approximately 1,012 billion credits. This makes it...
Permission granted. We have prepared for your arrival on pad 04. We have engaged auto-docking protocols. Docking complete. You may alight when ready. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
Landing gear retracted. disengaged. Incoming message.